You can earn a high income and still feel financially trapped. You can make more money than you ever imagined and still feel pressure every single month. You can have a six-figure salary, impressive job title, and visible lifestyle upgrades, and yet quietly worry about what would happen if the income stopped. And here's the uncomfortable truth. High income does not make you rich. In many cases, it makes you dependent. If you want calm, realistic, no-hype financial education focused on long-term wealth systems instead of income illusions, make sure you like this video, subscribe to the channel, and comment below whether your income has increased in the last few years, and whether your net worth increased at the same pace, because that gap tells the real story. Let's begin with a mindset shift that changes everything. Income is not wealth. Income is temporary. Wealth is durable. Income requires your continued effort. Wealth works even when you don't. And confusing the two creates one of the biggest financial traps of modern life. Here's what most people misunderstand. High income gives you immediate purchasing power, but wealth gives you long-term freedom. Purchasing power feels exciting. You can upgrade your apartment, buy a better car, travel more comfortably, eat at better restaurants, surround yourself with higher status experiences. The dopamine hit is immediate, but freedom grows slowly, quietly, and often invisibly. This is where beginners go wrong. They assume that earning more automatically equals progress, but income without a system simply amplifies behavior. If you had weak financial habits before, a higher income will not fix them. It will magnify them. Now pay attention to this part, because this is where the high income trap reveals itself. When your income increases, your fixed expenses tend to increase with it. You don't just spend more, you commit more. A larger mortgage, a luxury car payment, private school tuition, higher subscription tiers, club memberships. These aren't small upgrades, they are fixed obligations. And fixed obligations require consistent high income to maintain. Suddenly, your lifestyle depends on your paycheck. You can't easily take a lower-paying but more fulfilling job. You can't step away to start something new. You can't reduce hours without stress. The higher your fixed costs, the less flexibility you have. That's not wealth, that's dependency. Here's what most people misunderstand again. True wealth reduces pressure. High income without assets increases pressure. If you stopped working for a year, would your lifestyle survive comfortably? If the answer is no, then your income is supporting consumption, not building ownership. Let's break down the real mechanism of wealth building. Wealth is created through margin, the gap between what you earn and what you spend. That gap funds investments. Investments compound. Compounding builds assets. Assets eventually generate returns that reduce your dependence on income. That is the system. But when income rises and spending rises equally, the margin stays the same. You feel upgraded, but your financial trajectory hasn't improved. This is why some moderate earners quietly become financially independent, while some high earners feel constantly stressed. The difference is not income size. It's the consistency of asset accumulation. Another psychological layer of the high income trap is social comparison. As income rises, your social circle often shifts. Expectations change. The normal standard of living increases. Suddenly, living modestly feels like underperforming. You don't compare yourself to the average anymore. You compare yourself to your new peer group. This is where emotional discipline becomes essential. You must detach identity from visible consumption. Income identity says, I earn this much, so I should live like it. Wealth identity says, I earn this much, so I can accelerate ownership. Now here's what most people misunderstand. Expenses grow faster than satisfaction. The first upgrade feels incredible. The second feels nice. The third becomes expected. Very quickly, luxury becomes baseline. And because humans adapt quickly to improved conditions, the happiness boost fades, but the financial commitment remains. Debt makes this trap even more dangerous. High income makes large loans look manageable. The monthly payment fits comfortably into your budget, so you upgrade sooner, borrow more, justify higher commitments. But debt reduces your future flexibility. It locks in obligations that require ongoing income to sustain. Now pay attention to this part, because this is where beginners make a critical mistake. They measure progress by income growth instead of net worth growth. Income growth is effort. Net worth growth is outcome. If your salary doubles over 5 years but your net worth barely moves, you have not advanced financially. You have expanded consumption. Let's move into a practical framework to avoid the trap. First, define your investment percentage as a fixed rule, not an amount, a percentage. When income increases, that percentage must remain constant or rise. This automatically captures growth for wealth building before lifestyle expands. Second, control fixed expenses aggressively. Variable spending can be adjusted. Fixed expenses are harder to reverse. The larger your fixed cost base, the more fragile your system becomes. Third, automate investing immediately when income rises. Before you upgrade anything, upgrade your asset base. If you receive a raise, increase automatic contributions the same week. Do not wait. Delay invites lifestyle inflation. Fourth, measure financial freedom in terms of months or years of expenses covered by assets, not annual salary. How long could you sustain your lifestyle without working? That number matters far more than your paycheck. Here's what most people misunderstand again. High income is powerful leverage, but only if directed properly. A disciplined high earner who invests a large portion consistently can reach financial independence dramatically faster than average. But without discipline, high income simply accelerates spending velocity. Now consider the emotional side. Many high earners feel trapped but don't know why. They have impressive incomes, yet feel anxious about losing them. That anxiety comes from misalignment. Income is high, but ownership is low. The solution is not earning more, it's redirecting more. There is also a timing element. Your highest earning years may not last forever. Industries shift, health changes, energy levels decline. If you don't convert peak income into durable assets during those strong years, you risk losing the window. This is where beginners go wrong again. They treat high income as permanent. They assume growth will continue indefinitely. But income is vulnerable. Assets are resilient. Now let's go even deeper, because this is the part many people avoid thinking about. High income can create a false sense of superiority. You may start believing that because you earn more, you understand money better. But earning and managing are different skills. Some of the wealthiest individuals in the world live relatively controlled personal financial lives, not because they cannot spend more, but because they understand that asset growth, not lifestyle display, is the real objective. When your ego becomes tied to visible consumption, it becomes harder to make disciplined decisions quietly. There is also a compounding opportunity cost that high earners rarely calculate. If you earn a substantial income for 10 or 15 peak years and invest only a small portion, you lose an enormous long-term advantage. But if you aggressively build assets during those same years, the compounding effect can reduce your need to work at that intensity forever. High income is like strong wind behind a sail. It can push you forward quickly, but only if your sail is pointed toward ownership. And here's what most people misunderstand one final time. The goal is not to suppress enjoyment. The goal is to build a lifestyle that your assets can eventually support. That means designing expenses intentionally, not emotionally. It means asking, is this upgrade increasing my long-term freedom or decreasing it? When your investments begin generating meaningful annual returns, your relationship with work changes. Pressure decreases. Decisions become clearer. You can negotiate differently. You can take strategic risks. You can rest. That optionality is wealth, not the paycheck itself. So let's recap calmly and clearly. High income does not make you rich. Ownership does. Margin does. Compounding does. Without a system, high income scales lifestyle and pressure. With discipline, high income accelerates independence. If this shifted how you view your earning power, like the video, subscribe for more structured and realistic financial education, and comment below whether your income growth has truly translated into asset growth. And if you want to understand how to turn income into lasting wealth step by step, watch the video called Saving versus Investing. The decision that changes everything, because earning more is powerful, but directing it correctly is what creates freedom.